Hello and welcome to another vintage cube draft. Oh boy, we got a pack here. Bad Chandra. So there's Jace the Mind Sculptor. I probably am taking that. This card is busted. Noble Hierarch. I think one of the best mana dorks you can have. Especially I think blue green is one of my favorite decks to play the mana dorks in because you can play Opposition and Skull Clamp and blue green dudes. Edric as well. So this is, a green dork that taps for blue end. Mystic Snake also goes with that. Nissa's pretty good there, but we're going to take Jace the Mind Sculptor because he's busted. And looking for cards to wheel, there is Stoneforge plus Sword. So that's interesting. And Stoneforge doesn't usually get taken that early. And a Bloodstained Mire, Treasure Cruise. A bunch of nonsense when you got Jace in play. Ooh. Okay, this is actually tough. So there's Ulamog. I don't think I'm taking Ulamog here. There's Mox Diamond. Shackles, which was really good earlier. Mind Twist, which Mind Twist is... That's some cool art. I just realized those are faces. Mind Twist is really good if you have a ton of mana. Just do some really dumb stuff. I think Mox Diamond is the most, generically good card that would go well in any type of deck. I think I like Mox Diamond more than the average person. Just don't think I want to take Ulamog this early. Because a lot of times you can't get up to 10 mana. At least in the decks I like to draft. Honestly, I'm going to take Mox Diamond. Two important lines of text. Perhaps for any color, so it's fixing. And it costs 0. Sorry, Mind Twist. Hey, look, there's the better Mind Twist. Mostly kidding. Mostly. This pack is not that exciting. I think the best card is Swords to Plowshares. Followed up by Elves of Deep Shadow, maybe? Not really into this pack at all. I'm gonna take Swords. It is a great card, much better than Path to Exile in a non-aggressive deck, which playing Jace, so probably not being that aggressive. I like Blink of an Eye as well, same color as Jace, but card's just better. Okay, so now there's Daddy Emrakul. I like this card so much in Vintage Cube. There's just so many ways to kill your opponents in this format. This card can just do some insane things. I like Probe, but I don't think I'm going to be taking it over unplayables here. Phantasmal Image is also very good. So I like Phantasmal more than Mana Tithe, but I do really like Mana Tithe. And we would like to be blue to play this Jace. Yeah, I think, again, I erred on the side of taking cheap cards over expensive finishers because there's plenty of big, end the game type spells in this format. But what's important is being able to interact with your opponent early so you don't just die. Well, there's a Force of Will. This card's good. I would love to take Jace, Architect of Thought. Splinter Twin is something to consider as well. This card is also very good in blue-red. I think I would take Splinter Twin over something like Miscalculation, maybe? But, I mean, we're in blue. We have Force of Will, so I'm going to take this. Okay, I actually don't like Enlightened Tutor that much. Unless you're playing Smokestacks, Dot Deck, or Crucible of Worlds, it's good with. Because in that case, it just kind of wins you the game. But for us, there's a Spirebluff Canal and a Baleful Strix. History of Benalia is on the same vein, it's fine. But I think there's much better ways you can spend 3 mana format. I think I'm gonna take Spirebluff Canal in case we end up blue-red instead of blue-white. Strix would require going black anyway. I know it is very good with Force of Will and Tezzeret. But I'm gonna prioritize fixing this draft, I think. Then we get this pack, which does nothing. Ugh. I'm mulligan. The closest card I could see wanting to play is Burning of Xinye. Good with Mox Diamond. Good with Jace. You know what? I'll take that actually. Burning decks are one of my favorite archetypes to play. We just need to kind of prioritize some big mana artifacts here. And I'm not doing any of this nonsense. Okay. So Elish Norn. She's good in blue-white if we don't end up playing this burning. Trinket Mage can get the Mox Diamond and any other feature Moxen we can get. But I think I'd rather just take something powerful. Verdant Catacombs. It could be fixing. I think I would like Lotus Bloom over Catacombs. I'm gonna take Lotus Bloom. Good in a burning deck, kind of. And I don't know. Kind of off blue-white. I just drafted blue-white. We can go. Well, there's black. So this Chandra is not amazing in a deck with Force of Will. Except the top 10. Copy a spell. I just don't like that card that much. Green does seem to be open though. Something I'm noticing. But we're gonna take fixing. Okay, well, if Shackle's coming around, like, you can't blame me for taking it, right? There's also repeal, but Shackles is a win condition unto itself. I can see a world where we're playing Grim Rakdos' Return. I don't think I can see a world where we're Rita Flaming. Take the return. Interesting. Interesting. So Manatide the Wield. We want to be blue-white, but red seems very open as well. I want a good deck. Okay, white's open too. This could be a moat deck. How boring do I want? They're just straight up blue-white Cheons. Alright. Well, history came around. Alright, you know what we're doing now. Oh, and then there's opposition. Opposition Young Peasy. Let's do it. Honestly, I'm just taking boring Azorius Signet. Double on color. Good with Jace. Not missing too much. I actually am pretty impressed with Angel of Sanctions in the Vintage Cube. Exile is important. Just deals with anything and it's a threat. I'm gonna take Signet here. There's Daddy Gideon, Day of Judgment, and Treachery. Let's see. We want to be base blue because of Shackles. We're not even doing these. In that case, I'm just gonna take Treachery. Or it's busted. It's a free control magic. Like, you have to wait till turn 5, but then cost nothing. And this card's good. Yeah. Look, I'm not forcing this archetype. You guys saw me open Jace and then take swords in like the only, it was like the only playable in the pack. And what else? We like wield the Vidalcan Shackles. Okay, so yeah, we want blue-white fixing now. I really do kind of wish I had Elish Norn now. I was just trying not to draft that deck. I really wanted to go into the burning deck. Which we could still be blue-red. I'm not throwing that out of the water by any stretch. We have ooh, hang on. So there's Little Jace. Also Karn. Little Jace can do Swords of Plowshares and that's it. Yeah, I'm taking Karn. Karn is good in any type of deck we try to draft. Man, we could have had a sick red deck. There's Vortex. We could have probably wielded Swiss Spear. I'm gonna take Karn. And now there's Karakas. There's also Ugin. Ugin and Karn is a combo. You minus Ugin to keep Karn around. I mean, Karakas is very good. Again, good with Fencer, Vendilion Click. Bounces Eldrazi. Yeah, I just don't see us getting that much mana. We'll take a Karakas. Even as a colorless land, I think it's fine to have in your deck. It's like the times it comes up, it's so surprisingly good. Like your opponent, you know, spends all this mana doing stuff. They reanimate like Gristlebrand, then you bounce it. And sure, they drew a bunch of cards. You'll probably die, but you don't die in vain. Ooh, Phantasmal Image is awesome with Revelark. But Sower of Temptation is also awesome with Revelark. Sower is less likely to wheel, so I'm going to take Sower. And people don't usually take Revelark for some reason. I think it's one of the better cards. It's a build around, I guess. So you need a lot of 2Xs. But we're going to take Sower and hope to wheel Revelark. Faith's Fetters is good, as is Maze of It. Walker Crucible. I'm really impressed with this card. It's very good at protecting planeswalkers too. Yeah, I'm taking Maze of It. So Armageddon. Into Armageddon. I don't think so. There's Vampiric Tutor if we want to like Dark Slick Shores. But we want islands for Shackles. I could see a world where we tutor though. I don't think I can see a world. Actually, I could see a world where we Armageddon. Just like Jace, Armageddon is a great recipe for success. You can Fate Seal all the lands away from your opponent's deck. Okay, so we have no board wipes at the moment. Elspeth is good, but I think we want Supreme Verdict here. It's uncounterable too, so you just know it's going to resolve. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Ooh, Angel of Sanctions. Although, now this deck really needs some early interaction, because we got the 4s and 5s. I'm gonna take Declaration in Stone, actually. I know I talked up Angel of Sanctions a lot, but just our mana is not looking amazing at the moment. Also, someone's cutting blue in this direction. We're just getting all the white cards. So we could even end up just like mono white, but I would like to keep blue around because Jace and Treachery and Force of Will. Although Force of Will right now is pretty bad because we don't have any blue cards. I feel worse about my Supreme Verdict pick now that there's a Day of Judgment, but so be it. We can get Teferi. We could make a deck where our only way of winning is milling our opponent. Where, because Teferi works if he's the last card in your deck, you -3 him, targeting him, and then he goes on top. This is just embarrassing. Look at this. Red cards everywhere. Like Archangel. What? People not read this card? Alright, well we have a win condition and Revelark. Let's see. Let me just make sure this is what I want. Because there's also a Kitchen Finks. Nah, we have a bunch of board wipes. Revelark's sweet in the deck. I don't think we're Mirai's Waking. We need... What else do we need? So if you have Revelark, Phantasmal Image, Phantasmal Image, and you kill... No, there's no way to get Revelark back from your graveyard, is there? That's unfortunate. So Mox Emerald. Probably better than Misty, because we have a lot of 4s. Yeah, I think we take the off-color Mox. I don't think this deck needs Frost Titan. We have a lot of action going on. I don't think I'm playing. Yeah, I'll take the Mox. Ooh. Oh, no. I think we have to take Tundra, but also Venser is great. But we need a Tundra. Then any fetch gets good. Yeah, I have to take this, but it really hurts. Baneslayer. So we already have Archangel of Thune, which is worse than Baneslayer, but not by that much. I guess it doesn't have first strike. Okay, it's quite a bit worse than Baneslayer. There's Gush, which is fine. That's kind of a combo with Armageddon. Augur of Bolas, I don't like that much. Angel of Invention is kind of fun with Revel Arc, but I think that's going to wheel. And a tropical island. Guess if I get Misty come back around. Well, Misty is blue-white anyway. If I get green-white fetch, then Trop is a duel. I'm just gonna take Gush. This deck actually could benefit a lot from a Lotus Petal, I think. Also Steam Vents. This is not an upheaval deck, we just don't have enough mana. And I would take Elspeth, but we have plenty of 4s at the moment. So we'll take the Petal. Playing Jace a turn earlier is definitely worth it. Okay. So Coercive Port. There's also Seachrome Coast. Not an island, which makes me less happy about it. Also Mystic Confluence. I mean, this card is very good. We have no real counterspells at the moment. Fortunately, I think I have to take Mystic Confluence. Gideon would also be nice. Actually, is Gideon better? Hang on. We could be tap out control and not counterspell control. Maybe not playing this. Picking Confluence. I want blue cards. Ooh, there's Karn? Okay. Well, we are tap out control, but it is a beautiful day to be tap out control. Lyra Dawnbringer. Ooh, is Revelark an angel? No. Alright, well, maybe this is getting back in. It's looking like we're not even that much blue. Looks like stores, no. This is definitely a Maze of Ith deck. Ah, High Tide. Perfect. Card we needed. This is an angel. Combo. I guess there's like a weird angels deck in this format, isn't there? This is an angel. Could be like mono white angels, huh? I don't think we're getting there on the Revelark Dream. I'm just trying to sort out what this deck does. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. So Force of Will is like fine. I think honestly this deck is gonna play Moat. Nothing for us here, is there? Screwdriver of the Guard. I could be playing early. It gets Phantasmal Image. Where's Moat? Yeah, I think Moat is going in the deck. We're playing Karn Tribal over here. And we just straight up lose to Storm. We have no chance against them. Playing Dirtily History of Benalia. Ugh. I want to kick in. Don't even know if we can Shackles in this deck anymore. It can steal like maybe 2/2s. Wow. Angel of Invention? Like how many angels do we want here? We just have all of the 5-drop angels. Probably Baneslayer Angel just better. Yeah, I guess they Bane. We have like so many Baneslayer Angel clones right now. I'm not that into these here. I guess Caracas is good with Lyra. Ugh. Yeah. Black, maybe. Deck is getting weird. We were really close and then blue just dried up so hard. We're actually good against Pack Rat. Panic Vandal. We have a blue-red fixing, right? All Ritual, because we're dead to Storm. Yeah, this deck is like... It's good against the bad decks. We'll put it that way. But honestly, I think we're playing blue because of Jace. I don't know if we can afford a Force of Will. But we are going to try. Okay, so these are land. That is a lot of mana. 8 and 8. Actually, that's not terrible, is it? Kind of want to run Gush because it's good with. I'm not main decking Armageddon, I don't think. Deck already has mana problems as it is. So 16. Caracas replaces a plane. Tundra replaces a plains. Maze of Ith is a spell. Fox Emerald is also a land. I need to remove one spell. This guy. I think I need History of Benalia just to make sure I get to the late game, but maybe that's not even true. With 2 board wipes, I just play Angels, Moat, and Baneslayer Angels. Oh, this might be the worst deck ever. Or the best deck. Gush. How do I feel about Gush? Deck that really wants to hit its land drops. But also needs card advantage. Huh. Revelar. Not an Angel. I don't think Revelar is good enough. Archangel of Thune can really let us go off if we have all 3 in play, but I think that's a sideboard. I don't think I want both though. Yes, we can protect it with Caracas, so that's worth doing. We play Gush. Then our win cons are Jace, Ult, Karn, and Ugin. Okay, we're playing against creature decks. This is fine. Anything else, we're dead. I'm gonna look at the deck a bit more, but this is basically what I'm running. You guys round 1. Oh, welcome to round 1. We are on the draw. This hand's slow, but I'm gonna keep it. We have Declaration in Stone to stop whatever they do turn 1. All the mana we could ever need. Deathrite Shaman. I don't think it's as good in draft because you don't get that many ooh. Okay, now the question is, do I kill it? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna go land pass. Unless they have a fetch, it doesn't accelerate them that much. And Declaration in Stone puts us down a card. I don't think I necessarily want to Phantasmal Image it. Of course they have a fetch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this card is as good in Vintage as it is in Legacy, and I don't think it's as good in Vintage Cube as it is in Vintage. Of course, they're playing a Gideon, so that's fun. Can't Declaration in Stone that. But we're still not too far behind. Interesting. Go for the plus. Ooh, Mana Tithe is nice. Would have been good last turn, but that's okay. So I don't want to get wastelanded, so I'm gonna play a plains. Although I want as many islands, yeah, I want as many islands as I can because we do have the Dalkin Shackles, and I'm probably discarding this plains to Mock Diamond here. So that's yeah, because then we still have double white, and we have triple blue. We're taking 5. Yeah, a quick clock for sure. We're taking 4. Alright, take it back. Kill this kill the shaman. When your opponent has this many fetches. Are they like, how many colors are they? Blood Crypt. Okay. Oop. Blue? Okay. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I will be countering that card. Opponent's deck looks sweet. It's weird that they didn't fetch blue off the Scalding Tarn. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because they don't. Arrakis. Alright, that's better than Plains. We can kill this Deathrite. I really want to do that. I'm just gonna wait another turn. You don't have much going on. We just really need to draw a moat. That kind of prevents all of these issues here. And we have plenty of ways to gain life with our angels. Yep. So this being a sorcery is a huge drawback right now. Lower of Temptation. You can steal the Deathrite. And that threatens Gideon? I don't think I mind doing that. Kill your thing. Probably it dies. Oh, you know what? We can actually activate this Deathrite off Mox Diamond. Go down to 10. And then Gideon hits us to 6. Yeah, that's not amazing. But then we have Counterspell up, Swords, we gain some life. Yeah, we need some way to deal with this card. I don't know how many O-rings we have or anything. But we're just gonna die to turn 3 Gideon. Turn 2 actually. Karn, Swords, bring up all their mana. Treachery. So we actually Mox Diamond does have a drawback here. We cannot Treachery the Deathrite and Mystic Confluence, so we just have to pass here. And probably we will be bouncing Gideon. Oh man, we even gave Deathrite action off the plains. That's rough. Because otherwise they couldn't cast Gideon. Confluence. I think we're just gonna draw 2. We really need to find some permanent answer to Gideon. Like Moat or find an angel, something to that effect. Or lands. Okay. Yeah, so if we had actually killed the Deathrite prior, they would not be able to cast their Gideon. So the opponent's mana looks pretty bad, despite how many fetches they have. So now we know Deathrite Shaman is... How many Gideons do you have? This one's much better for us to deal with, actually. Because we can Treachery the Knight and go from... I want this Deathrite Shaman, because it's going to start nugging us for a lot of damage. I'm going to take the Knight here. Please don't have Mana Leak. I can't imagine their deck supporting counterspells with their mana base, but you never know. And we can just play Shackles. And I can actually steal this Gideon as well. Good for that. Yeah, this is a permanent answer to both Gideons. I don't know. Oh, it cannot steal this Gideon. He's a 5/5. Yep, we're in some shape here. We can chump with this Knight Ally token. Yeah. Interesting. So as it stands, these two can kill Gideon. But I really would like to probably take this Deathrite Shaman so that we don't just die, because they can hit us for at least 4 right now. Yeah, OP's mana looks like it's going to be their biggest challenge. Other Gideon? That one's fine. Sure. So what do we take here? We can take this Knight. Doesn't have Vigilance. Threaten the Gideon. Or we can take this Deathrite Shaman and keep. We're gonna have so many Gideon tokens. I think I take this. And then we just probably kill the Deathrite Shaman. That's a good card too. 1, 2, 3, 5. The problem is they have this Gideon to prevent damage to it. We can Karn, Declaration, and Stone the Deathrite. I actually kind of like doing. Karn can make a chump blocker or draw us a card. Yep, take 2, go to 6. That makes a 3. Or we can plus and draw. Kind of want a creature here. And if any of them attack us next turn, kill them. The question is, do we attack now or not? I think the answer is yes, and I think the more problematic card is the one that prevents damage. Are they legendary? think they are legendary, so Caracas can bounce them. Alright, then I'm just gonna chump. I think that's how that works. I've never seen that come up, but if that is, then I think I misplayed by casting Karn this turn. Because like if I just hold up Caracas, then I can bounce one if they attack, and I can shackles the other one. Oh boy. There goes Karn. Oh wait, there goes me. I'm dead. Yeah, that wasn't great. That was definitely a misplay. Maybe they attack Karn and they don't see that I'm dead. It's kind of dumb that you can have two Gideons. Okay, so it is a legendary creature. It's dumb that you can have two Gideons activated at the same time. Oh man. Yeah, so Caracas works against them. I think probably people were like upset or whatever, which understandably so. Now that I know that that works, um, we can play around it better. So they have a bunch of Gideons. Oh, honestly, these big flyers might not be the worst. I don't like Declaration in Stone against their deck. It's just really slow. Bring in Baneslayer. Predict. Phantasmal Image. And Phantasmal doesn't seem great either. Just sideboarding into this really dirtily deck. Play first, yep. Oh man. Lotus Petal showing its true colors. I don't think I can keep this. You keep this. Elizabeth good against Gideon. We're gonna hit plenty of land drops. And leading off islands just in case we need to gush. They did see Manatize last turn, I believe. Oh no. Thoughtseize? Oh. Poop right, Shaman. That's what that card's. Never mind. Yeah, I mean that card's good in their deck. Turn one Deathrite Shaman is recipe for success. And your mana is sketchy and you have a bunch of fetches. If you don't have fetches, it's not as good. Now I regret bottoming that Plains. Was I supposed to keep the Plains? Definitely possible. Oh no, we're just good at the game. Go. Boards. That one isn't horrible. We can cast a Baneslayer next turn. Fine. Makes knights. I don't know if their deck can beat a moat. Okay. Slayer it is. And if they kill this one, I might try and gush for an answer. Maybe, because it's a huge cost because then we don't have Mystic Confluence up coming like for future turns. Council's Judgment. So I'm looking for exactly Force of Will here. How good even is that? I can't even... Um... I think this one's gonna just resolve. The odds of me hitting it are very low, and next turn I have Maze of Ith plus Mystic Confluence. I take a lot of damage this turn. Oh, they're getting aggro, okay. But yeah, I think... Oh, Lotus Petal. Yeah, I just think the odds of me hitting Force were so low. And there was a real cost because, I mean, obviously now that I know I'm drawing Lotus Petal, I could have at least had this up. But playing Maze of Ith prevents at least 5 damage next turn. Lets me draw a ton of cards off both of these. I'm going to go from 0 cards in hand, well, 2 cards in hand to 4, 5. I could go up to 7 this turn if I wanted. Which I think I might just do, because I have board wipes in my deck. Maze of Ith deals with Gideon. Yep. If I take 4 this turn, going down to 7. Their fetching last game doesn't really make sense. Unless they're playing around Wasteland. I think they fetched basic Swamp with Marsh Flats last game when they had Marsh Flats. But Johnny Vengeance. Wow, okay. I guess I'm gonna Gush first. And then we draw Shackles. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I double counter. What happens? We double counter this. And we bounce the Knight Ally. Then next turn we can just play a Jace. Because I can't attack with Gideon. Jason brings. Yeah, that actually seems okay. Wasteland really gets us there, but the stupid Death Ride has been so good for them both games. Ooh. Fine card. We can Jace Brainstorm. If we find a blue card, that'd be very nice for Force of Will. No blue card, but we did find Mox Emerald. This goes on top and then... Any reason to play Mox? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think there's a reason to play Mox. So we're down to 7, down to 5 with Deathright. Next turn we base bounce. Let's see, we can also Jace bounce the token. This is just a tough game. Our draws have been pretty rough. Like, just the ordering of them have been. Very dude. Alright, we need Ugin fast. I can't force the will, I don't have a blue card. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have to wait 2 turns for Ugin. Alright. Four, 5, 1, 2. Can't quite get there, but I think we are kind of locked into shackles in here. We just really want them to play something. And we take, so Deathright represents 4 damage. Right, because they take 1, 7 down to 4. Gideon plus we can Maze of it. I think we take the Knight because it does represent more damage. And the reason it represents more damage is because Gideon can ultimate pump our team. But as long as they don't have a counterspell, then we next turn are going to go Mox plus the island on top. Ugin -5, wipe their board. We had 3 life, but we'll still be alive. And then Hissing Quagmire kills our Ugin? Man. Nothing big. Okay, that's fine. Ugin -6, I guess. Please don't ultimate Gideon, just make a token. Okay. Well, we're not dead. And they don't even have green to actually kill Ugin. Okay. So as long as they have no counterspell here, which I can't imagine their deck having. I think blue looks like it's just for Teferi. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. So I think I can have this back. Oh, and Mazeveth actually protects Ugin. Oh, this is great. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, no counterspell. There's no way they have it in their deck, right? No, they would have snapped it off. They're just salty. What? Okay. Whew. -6. And we even get to keep the shackles, and we're drawing Jace the Mind Sculptor next turn. Alright, we're at 3. But 3 is not 0. I don't want to just keep Counterspell up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Because I would need 2 lands. I think brainstorming's just better. Both good. I want Lyra first, I think. But now I have Force of Will up in case things get really sketchy. Thoughtseize is fine, I guess. They definitely take Force of Will. Storm. Ooh, Moat is nice. But I think I want the Dawnbringer. Gaining life is really important for us. They have one card in hand. What's it gonna be? There could be an argument for Jace Fate Seal to kind of control the top of their deck. Karn is not gonna do it. Unless they hit two busted things at once. What? Dude. Opponent chooses one of them. Put that into your hand. So Gideon of the Trials can stop Lyra or Ugin. Toxic Deluge, they have to pay 5 life to kill Lyra. And they go to 6, and they're dead in 2 turns to Ugin. Opponent chooses one of those. Yeah, I think I want to give them... Oh, they don't have the double wipe for Gideon. Okay, yeah, you can have Gideon. I did not... Yeah, always look for their mana. Ugin... I think I just let Karn be. He doesn't do that much. Jace is just gonna brainstorm. 2. If we can hit with Lyra, that'd be sweet. Okay. I don't want them to know I have Moat. But I'm fine just going Karn, make a token. Now we're just threatening lethal so many ways. That should do it. Yep. Can have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Okay, game 3. History of Benalia is kind of funny against them. Basically, if they don't have Deathrite Shaman, this is good at threatening Planeswalkers, so I think I am bringing it in. And I think just one board wipe is fine. Moat seems like it's lights out against them as well. We're gonna do that. And the rest of our deck is great against them. Oh, well, oh, Armageddon. This is an Armageddon matchup. This is fine on the draw. Was it an Armageddon matchup? Okay. We won? They kept and then just conceded. Bizarre. Alright, see you guys round 2, I guess. Alright, back with round 2 after that interesting conclusion to game 1. Hand is fine. I don't think you mulligan this, especially on the... Oh, we're on the play? I don't like that as much. But Maze of Ith really does work in this format. Just stops you from randomly dying to swords. Thoughtseize. Alright, we want planes. Raucous is fine. I'm gonna play planes in case we draw Mox and they do some busted stuff. Oh jeez. Alright, 5 color Dirtles I see. I love their deck. I'm jealous of their deck. Yeah, I have a signet here. Day of Judgment doesn't do anything, but if we can ramp to Karn, maybe that's good. I mean, they're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana of an assortment of colors. Who knows what's coming next? Maybe I should have played Maze of Ith, but they threw the breach to play around like through the breach. But if they're through the breaching in Eldrazi, we're dead anyway. So I think it's better just to have more mana. Because if we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we draw Mox, each gang. Well, this is gonna work out really nicely, actually. No reason to play around days. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do want to play Caracas, so I'm just gonna play it anyway. Because if we hit a land, then we can Karn next turn. That was a pretty good Day of Judgment. We can also play Lyra Dawnbringer with Caracas backup. Also pretty sweet. If we don't hit a land. So we're in good shape now. Sure, yeah. I'm totally fine with that being their turn. Team Verdict. Okay, I think we go with our Lyra Dawnbringer plus Maze of Ith, or plus Caracas backup plan. You go ahead. And any land we have Karn. And things are going pretty good. Not thrilled with Supreme Verdict, but against a deck playing Siege Gang Commander, I think it's probably fine. Chupacabra. Okay, so it's gonna target. Bounce. So now do we play Karn or Dawnbringer? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we play Karn, I think I like playing Dawnbringer. If we play Karn, he might just die to random Shambling Vents, Hissing Quagmires. And by might just, I mean he would. I'd rather play him on a more impactful turn. I guess I'll play around Force. But yeah, Caracas protecting your Sweet Legends is pretty dope, and really good reason to play this over Baneslayer. Alright, you have 10 million mana. Hopefully their play is just like a big creature. Because then we can Caracas away our dude, then Supreme Verdict. Or Lady. Okay. They have Thoughtseize, that's really annoying. Bring Nightmare, getting back Siege Gang. and get back Chupacabra off Siege Gang. Yep. A hand. This is gonna be an uphill battle for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can Recurring Nightmare away one of their lands. I think I just play Lyra again. Because we have Mazavith to protect, and we want a Supreme Verdict when we're sure that they can't keep getting Recurring Nightmare value. And she does a pretty good job of holding them off. They have to Nightmare the bird and then get Chupacabra back if they want to do anything. Or sacrifice all their goblins to Siege Gang. Yeah. Again, this is fine. It takes their whole turn. Yep. Yep. Bounce you back. We take 2. Fine. 2. Alright, let's stop drawing lands. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're very close to being able to Supreme Verdict and then casting Lyra. But I mean there's still not under a ton of pressure here. And they have to go through great hoops every single time something happens. And if we draw another land, then we can do the play of Verdict, Lyra. Caracas is busted. To the face, sure. Okay, so now they get Siege Gang and then Chupacabra. Yep. Yep. That's so annoying. Yep. We could like not draw lands, that would be like pretty good. You. One. Over is interesting. No, because they can just Siege Gang us. Yeah, that makes sense. It's getting to the point where I want a Supreme Verdict. Not do that and lie. Yeah, we want to kill all the things. That way they have to sacrifice one of their lands to bring back creatures. Take 2. pass. And if somehow they put out Siege Gang Commander without 2 mana up, then we can Sower of Temptation the Siege Gang Commander. And if we hit a land, we can go Sower plus Lyra with Karakas up. If we don't hit a land, then that's more playable spells. So both are good. Untitan? Okay. Well, we can steal that. Gets a fetch land. Oh, the birds. Then they sack the birds to get Siege Gang. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. Sure. That was the worst possible draw. Because any land we could have done a lot of stuff here. We're 5 and then 4. Huh. Really need to find moat. If we play Lyra, they just sack this and get that back. If we play Sower, they just sacrifice Siege Gang, kill it, and they get Sun Titan back. We dead? Oh, but we're very close. I would like to point out, we've done quite well for drawing nothing for many, many, many turns in a row. So was our opponent. But it's possible I should have just tapped out, used Karn to exile Chupacabra. Because it doesn't seem like they have a way to deal with this outside of Chups. Honestly, that could have been the play. Now they sack Chupacabra to get Siege Gang. This is dirty. Yep. Back Birds of Paradise. So we're at a virtual 5. No, virtual 3. Yeah, I think we're dead unless we hit something busted here. Big con. I think we're dead. In Maze of its Sun Titan, we can Sower Siege Gang. Or we can Sower Sun Titan, actually. I think we have to go for this here. Here's Sun Titan. Dies to Siege Gang. Oh. I'm almost positive we're just straight up dead here. We need them to really mess up. They don't have enough red to just burn our face. No, they definitely do. Yeah, I think the play was to Karn the Ravenous Chupacabra many turns ago. I know we lose our Karn, but I think that was the winning line for this. Because then they have no way to deal with the Lyra Dawnbringer. As unfortunate it was, I think that was our critical error. Because they have 1, 2, 4. Yeah, they can just burn our face right now. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so their deck is mostly creature based. This could be an Armageddon matchup actually. If I just like stabilize a little bit. I like Karn and Ugin. I pretty much need Force of Will to counter Recurring Nightmare. Not a huge fan of Phantasmal Image. Lotus Bloom is never. Get in. Basically, I just need to land a big flyer and then kill them. Sower I'm not excited about actually. I'd rather have Shackles. It's just repeatable. I like Gush. I think Gush is fine. 1 card to cut. Ugin would be great against them. Exile all their stuff. Karn the card I cut? Because if we just like land Planeswalker Armageddon, they're like 15 colors. We can just color screw them. Having Lotus Bloom. First, yep. Yeah, this hand is fine. Need an island, but most of our deck is islands. They are... They kept, okay. Lead off plane. Go. I guess technically, let's see. Do I lead off island here? Oh, Mazabeth. When you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you are not a land. Holy Pride Mage. Sure. Alright, let's draw a land next turn. That would be great. Please. Land. If I Karn plus he goes to 3, that actually seems fine. And if they give me a land, that's what I want. And then next turn we can go Mazavith Jace. Yeah, that seems good. Cards revealed. Ooh. I'm fine with both. Give me Karn, sure. Karn gets Karn. Then next turn we can get the Mox if we need it. But I think Mazavith Jace, if they don't have a play here, should be to seal this up. And if they have a creature we could Day of Judgment, I don't necessarily want to just run it out this early, but Whoa. Alright. That's rough. Uh... Wow, this is tough. Guess I want the guaranteed gush for land drops here. We're gonna draw planes, I'm totally cool with that. Grab a Mox. We could just Day of Judgment these two. And honestly, that's not horrible. Because Braids is really good against our deck. See what Karn gives us. I like getting land, so we get an island here. Yeah, I think I just Day of Judgment these two. I don't really think we can outrace Braids at this point. Because they can also just sack Braids to herself if they don't want to have her in play. And cutting them off creatures is really powerful. 4, 5, so we can go up to 6 mana. Plusing Karn here. Ooh, Shackles. Also Verdict. Both are great. And base. Just trying to hit Force of Will. Wow. Right, we got plenty of lands here. We got Supreme Verdict, Karn, Island. Okay, yeah. Scoop makes sense. On the draw. Don't like having this many 5-drops. But I also kind of do, because their deck looks pretty slow. Armageddon seems good against them, because their color sources are really bad. Lotus Broom could help us ramp something out if it's in our opening hand. On the draw, that might make the difference. Or maybe Lotus Bloom in, Treachery out. Because we have Shackles. Yeah, that seems fine. We're just being proactive now. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly why you keep this card. We can ramp out an Ugin. And it's also possible we might even want to discard Mazavith to Mox Diamond. Just so we can hit all our colored sources. Oh, or we don't even want to play Mox Diamond. Yeah, I'm playing Mazavith. Just save the life. Because we're not doing anything until Supreme Verdict. Vector. Oh man, Mazavith's so good against that as well. Island. But we kind of almost want them to Pride Mage or Lotus Bloom in a weird way. But if they don't, then we can just Ugin next turn. Both are good for us. Volition Relic. Sure. Never deals damage, yeah. Okay. Let's see if they kill that in our upkeep. We have no use for this. Ooh, Caracas is good too. We just jam. Can we jam Baneslayer? No. We can't. Island go? Yep. Not too bad. And yeah, I mean, the natural 5 colors. Siege Gang, Untitan, getting back Pride Mage. Okay, we're gonna Supreme Verdict next turn for sure. Raucous, Fox Diamond, starting Plains. Problem is if they kill their or Mox Diamond somehow, we don't have double white. So I think I'm gonna discard an island. And then we're 1 land away from, or 2 lands. I always think he costs 7 for some reason. But we can Baneslayer next turn. Good, unless they have Chupacabra. Oh gosh. He went returning Sun Titan? Pride Mage. Okay, well it's good we kept our planes then, because here they're probably just gonna Pride Mage kill our Mox Diamond. I feel like you Ewit get back Sun Titan in that situation. Unless they have Recurring Nightmare. Sure. I'd rather have Archangel of Thune die. Baneslayer. So no Recurring Nightmare and we're golden. They need both Recurring Nightmare and Chupacabra to really get us here. Go for the Throat is just fine. They have our Caracas. Interesting. Quagmire. Alright, well this Baneslayer looks good. I don't want you to have untapped land. And you have 1 turn to do something and then I have counter spells up. They didn't seem to have anything in hand of importance last turn. Please don't. Siege Gang? Please be Siege Gang. That's not a Siege Gang. They had 1 turn. They definitely did it. There's no way for me to stop that trigger, is there? I don't think there is. Confluent. I can bounce Baneslayer, Shieldred, and draw a card. And then if I have any land next turn, that has to be a plane specifically for me to be able to re-Baneslayer. What do I do here? Do I just let my Baneslayer Angel die? That doesn't seem amazing. But neither does wasting Mystic Confluence. I think I want it back. I think this is an important threat to preserve. And I have to bounce their Shieldred so they don't reanimate Sun Titan. Man, they had one turn. Really got there. Ooh. Okay. Don't yield, don't yield. Ah, turn it off. Land. So now if they play her, we can just Caracas. Unless they draw exactly a land to keep up Caracas to protect her. But then they're tapping out for her every turn. Sonic Tutor. Oh, that gets Recurring Nightmare. This deck is really annoying. a lot of value. The Recurring Nightmare, then they Sun Titan. Yep. Getting Demonic Tutor. Oh my gosh. And then they can even DT this turn. Yep. What do you search for here? Yep. We really need to hit planes this turn. As what if we can Ugin minus and exile a bunch of creatures, I think that's our path to victory. I wonder what they even fetch here. Chupacabra? No. Why? Oh. I think saving Baneslayer was wrong. If we had just waited, we could have drawn 3 cards instead of 1. It's just, I don't know. Alright, Rakdos Return, my old Bane. Good games. Alright, see you guys round 3. Hello, welcome to round 3. We are on the play. And this hand's fine. First time Mana Tithe in our opening hand. That's nice. Ooh. And our opponent's mulliganing. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Oh, so lucky. I'm just kidding. Maybe these cards will actually be good in this matchup. Probably not. They're a lot worse in Vintage Cube than they are in Legacy Cube. Don't like seeing Colonnade against these cards. Colonnade's just good against our deck. All of our removal is sorcery speed. It's flying so it gets around Moat, which we never saw, by the way. Moat would have been great in the last matchup. Beautiful artwork. Don Avon does some good work. Okay, Ugin. Fine. Yeah, the problem with this deck is most of our spells are like 4 or 5 drops. So like we just can't do more than one thing a turn. So like our late game's insanely strong, but we're just so mana limited for doing anything. Okay. Okay, well we have 5 mana. Still just playing islands because of the Dulcan Shackles and Gush. Okay. Not doing anything here. Stupid Urborg. Vulcan Shackles. Gonna be this kind of matchup, huh? Alright, setting these out probably. Wait, they have no islands. What? I don't know how I feel about this. No. What? Urborg doesn't make everything an island. I don't... You can't play Shackles without islands in your deck, can you? Two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have no threats still, so... OP is gonna start discarding, that's fine by me. I'm gonna play this Plains and keep this Mox Diamond in hand. Because Mox Diamond they can kill. Plains they cannot. And if we happen to draw a bunch of cards or play Gush, Gush is really good with Mox Diamond. It's a really funny Vidalcan Shackles deck. I don't really want to play Ugin just to get him Oblivion Ringed. Oh. I mean, I'm hitting land drops. They are not. So if they miss a land drop here, they have to do something, and then we can play Ugin. Goose of Saint. Sure. So we can't Ugin it. I guess we can Ugin -3, huh? Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to kill this stupid card. 6, 7, 8. Ugin. They have an island, then we're in trouble, but they've been missing land drops. Yeah, I don't like this play as much, now that I think about it. Because if they play island, then they just colonnade down our Ugin. Yeah, that was bad. Please no island. Okay, that one would happen no matter what. Mazavith Urborg, sweet combos. Oh. This is the worst matchup of all time. None of our decks do anything. Oh, you got an island. Well, now we're just dead to colonnade. Okay, we have a good sideboard for this matchup. Armageddon's gonna be good. Hoped. Sure. Do your worst. Think they take treachery here? Think. A lot of information to take in all at once. Well, target creature with power less than or equal. So what do? We Phantasmal Image the click because this cannot target. They took Day of Judgment. Interesting. Alright, I'm fine with that. So I think I'm gonna lead by Phantasmal Imaging the click and targeting them. See what we're working with. Oh god. Okay. Wrath of God, Restoration Angel, Gideon Dura, Flicker Wisp, Elspeth, Bribery. Jeez. Bribery I'm least worried about. Gideon Dura, we have Caracas. Restoration Angel is annoying, but we can copy that. So I think we just take Elspeth. So Flicker Wisp can kill the click. Yeah, we take Mommy Elspeth here. We're gonna play a Resto Angel, and we're gonna actually mana tithe it. Might as well jam Moat. Nope. Oh no, they know we have mana tithe, right? And Resto makes Treachery and Sower worse. Here's their hand. Honestly, if they didn't have Vraska's Contempt, they would have had a very hard time dealing with Ugin. There. That's so many lands that we have drawn. Okay. Don't really care about them having Gideon. I guess we attack. I don't know how they're running Shackles in their deck, but it's really funny to me. Ah, Maze of Ith. Got it. So Flicker Wisp. We played Gideon. I have Resto. You can steal your Vendilion Click now. And if they don't have an island, then they can't take it back. Bizarre game. I don't even think how we win this game. Like, I don't think we have enough win conditions. We're just gonna have to play faster. It's gonna come down to time. So buckle up or just skip to the end if you don't want to watch a, what is this, a 40-minute slog fest? Because Moat seems mostly dead against their deck. The biggest problem I'm having right now is them having Colonnade, but I guess I have Maze of Ith. That's fine. I want to see more of their deck so I know if Moat is worth putting in, but I think Armageddon could be very good in this matchup. Because their mana looks really rough. And like, what do you even do right now? I like, if I was them, I would not know what to do. I guess what do? You plus Gideon and hold up Resto Angel. And then they attack, and then you minus Gideon killing Sower. Yeah, I think their best plan is do nothing and try and mill us out, but I guess they don't know our deck. They can also go for Bribery, that gives them Baneslayer, but then we just Treachery it, because it's an Angel, and they can't Restoration Angel blink it. That's really funny. Alright, well, another weird win. Our opponent so kindly just stopped playing. And we know they didn't concede because, or disconnect, because it would tell you they disconnected. So maybe they had some emergency come up, but really, if you're salty, I can't imagine them being salty either. Because I mean, it was a fair game. We're both playing the same deck, and it was going to go to time. But yeah, we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and just hope that everything's okay and nothing bad happened to them. But I guess we won. See you guys next time.